Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. Dr. Cush here. We are live from one of our absolute favorite events of the year. We are in the economically ravaged center of downtown Los Angeles at the Biltmore Hotel, and we are going to the Labyrinth of Jareth Masquerade Ball. How's my voice? Good. You guys can hear me? Good. It's a road show, so there were some issues, so I don't see a lot of your comments, but some of them are in there, and I think that's what's important. I can see them all now, so we're good. We are going to be making a cocktail live from a hotel room. It's a bit of a magic trick, I think. Tougher and tougher to do this as the years go on, but I have a ton of these teeny tiny little bottles. I love traveling with these guys. I got this stuff right here. We'll talk about that here in a minute. The theme of this year for Motu, Jen, and I has been sort of the color purple. And so we're gonna be making some purple cocktails. That is what we're doing. So hopefully that is interesting to you. We will reveal our costumes. Motu Jen is still getting ready. I have been ready for 2 or 3 hours at this point. Doesn't take me long, and I like to be ready early. So that's where we're at right now. Let me say hello to everybody that is here. First of all, a very big hello. This is the first message that I saw. So if you have anything important before this message from... Oh gosh, now I've moved the whole thing. Anything important before this message from Susan Lang, say it again, because I did not see it. Cheers to you, Susan. That's my mom, of course. Kyle Tender letting you all know, hang on. Don't go anywhere. We were trying to figure out this thing called the internet. Kyle, how do our stars look for the ball? Were there stars? Kyle's not here. Were there stars? I don't know. Oh, how do we look? Oh, are we the stars? Uh-oh. I think we look okay. Kyle got no pictures. I've just learned Kyle got 0 pictures. Well, we got ready in the hotel room, so that's, I think, important. Kyle does not like masquerades. He doesn't understand them. He wears a mask all the time, does not understand why it's important that people get dressed up to put masks on. That is just sort of his constant state of being. So, you know, you can't fault Kyle for being who he is. Good evening to you, Shawnee Pandabaker. Good to see you. DeBun, Tiki Tom is here. DeBun, there was a property dispute with the owners of the building, so no tenants rewrite. This is something that I don't know about. Not gonna even comment on it. Paul Bell Amaro is here and ready to go. We're not using any Amaro today, but we will be using Ube. Sean will be excited about Ube. Sean, I've been told that you will be excited about Ube. We're using the Savage Kitchen Ube Syrup. We put it into a tinier bottle. So we are good to go. Tiki Tom, sorry about whatever's going on. I don't know anything about it. Hopefully, I don't know anything about it. And more hopefully, I didn't cause it. I think that's really what I'm nervous about. Oh, we are the stars. Yes, we are the stars. Well, hopefully that is true at this little masquerade thing. It's a lot of gallivanting. It's a lot of parading, peacocking. I spent a little bit of time making my costume this year. I always make a small part of my costume, and then my wife, Motu Jen, comes in and blows the whole thing out of the water. I don't even know why I decide to participate in this, because I look like a fool. I look like an absolute buffoon by the time it's over. Anyway, I will be going back to my roots tonight and getting my mustache nice and flared up, so that's I have a little bit of, I think this is a dignified, either dignified or I look like a plantation owner, which is the opposite. Just quick announcement, there will be no Mahiki this year, which is a bummer. Okay. Let's get into it. We're making one cocktail. I wanted to make something purple. Both our ball costumes this year are purple. Not fully, neither one of us we're not going as the purple gang. What's that? Oh, Motu Jen wore all purple once, so I'm glad we. Oh, she painted her body. Yes, I'm glad we stopped for that. Let's get into it. We're gonna be basically. I don't know ube very well. I just don't know the flavors. I don't know how well it does. So I am slowly building up my ube tolerance in cocktails. Last night, Motu Jen asked me if I could make her a cocktail. She had bought this ube syrup from our friends at Savage Kitchen. Jessica at Savage Kitchen seems like a real nice lady. And I said the best way I think to start with any cocktail or with any new ingredient, not any cocktail, any new ingredient, is to start by going back to the basics. Basics in this case would most likely be some sort of sour. What kind of sour do we have readily available at Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks at almost all times of the night? A daiquiri. So we started with a daiquiri. Great. Turns out spectacular. I did a little less ube. So instead of doing a 3/4, 3/4, 2 version of it, I did a half, 3/4, 2. So half ube syrup from Savage, 3/4 ounce of the pseudo juice, and then we put in 2 full ounces of rum because what else are we gonna do? We're gonna start skimping on rum? No, not today, folks. Not today. Not this year. Not this lifetime. So now, oh, I've paused. Have I paused for everybody? Oh, good. It seems like I paused for everybody. Oh no. Yeah, I'm still on delay. We're figuring out if I pause for everybody, if you can still hear me. It's a great look that I have. I am paused. Great. All right, let's turn off the camera for a second, see if we can't get the... Yeah, no, I figured you guys... I can see that you can hear me. I can't quite figure out what's going on. Okay, we'll turn that off, back on, and then we'll go here. Maybe we'll go back into this. Oh, good. Well, we've just completely paused. I don't know why we do the shows on the road. It seems like such a waste. We'll go here for a second, and then maybe we'll go here. Oh, there we go. That's what it is. We're back. I brought my bartending kit. This is how I used to travel to back and forth to the bar. Oh, I paused again. Yeah. So this might be an audio-only show. Turns out it's literally been doing so well all day. We'll go to the user-facing one. We'll just use the camera in the computer. I'll back up a little bit. Here we go. We'll just use the camera in the computer. It's just a big old shot of my face. Not ideal, I don't think, but I guess not the worst thing on earth. Oh, now I'm out of... What a time we're having. Hey, Cush, how come you don't have 1 million followers? Well, let me start at the beginning. There we go. We're going to do this until it inevitably fails again, and then we'll go. This, my bartending kit. Keep it with me. Wherever I go, almost anywhere, I keep my bartending kit somewhere close. For those of you asking where do you get a beautiful bartending kit that matches or that fits all of your bartending tools? It is an Eagle Creek sock holder. Hold your socks. So I guess if you're traveling for something and you want to keep your socks all separate from all your other stuff, maybe you have, like me, particularly smelly feet, and you want to keep your socks all away from each other, find yourself a sock holder. If you have found a new sock holder that has not had socks in it, I think that's an important thing to mention. Don't put something in that you've already had socks in. Sock holder holds bar tools really well. Carry 2 of my little tins. Little jigger. This is my home jigger, but I brought it with me. Knife. Don't take that with you on the plane. 2 different types of hawthorns. A couple spoons, maybe 1 spoon, pinchies, muddler, and one of these, just in case, a little channel knife. That's what I carry with me. Takes up almost no room, and then we go from there. So let's bring in our equipment. I travel with these things completely empty. Seems like it would save me some time if I filled them up first, but first bartending mistake, don't fill up your tins before you go traveling. Fill them up once you get somewhere. It will avoid all kinds of spillage. Lime. Easier to travel with a lime than it is to travel with pseudo juice. So we're just going to take these guys and we're going to pull a real. Is my mom still watching? Don't watch this, Mom. Going to slice right at myself. That's not how you should cut anything. Always cut away from yourself unless you don't care. And then slice however the heck you want to. We're going to get some nice hard slices in here. We're doing our moon method since we won't be able to. I think they'll care if I slice it right on the table. Just try not to break anything, I guess. Try not to cut your fingers off. Extra helpful. Yeah, my mom says she's watching. We'll do it the right way. We'll cut away from ourselves there. That's going to have to be it. We're going to take our juice. We're going to squeeze in the juice of one lime. Now, since we have this lime juice, we don't have pseudo juice. Pseudo juice, of course, uses all the outside oils to make the lime taste more limey. Since we don't have that, we're going to throw the limes right in here. How many times have I said that? How many times have I done the show? Probably about the same time. Maybe I've on like 10 or 12 shows. I haven't said it, but I got to fill up time, guys. So we're going to squeeze these, and we are going to drop them in. This one didn't get squeezed all the way. We'll get a lot of that lime coming through. I'm going to make 2 cocktails because I want one. So we're just going to slice these as quickly as I can. Try not to cut these ancient desks. If any of you know about the Biltmore in downtown Los Angeles, just about every movie was filmed here. Ocean's 11, we found out, was shot here. The Dark Knight was shot here. What's that? A Star is Born was shot here. The Lady Gaga vehicle was shot right here in this little hotel. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. We're going to go ahead and drop this. Bonbon acting like I haven't said limes inside the tin 1,000 times. Thank you, Bonbon, for your enthusiasm. Love that. Love to hear that Bonbon might not have been paying attention to any of the shows beforehand. That always makes me happy. All right, throw in the juice of 1 lime. That's going to give us about, I don't know, come on, 3/4 ounce of 3/4 ounce of some lime juice per drink. So be aware of that. Let's do least expensive ingredients first. I guess the rum might be the least expensive. We're gonna bump up. We're gonna bump up our flavor profile on this. So we will be using some of Tim's lovely orgeats. We're gonna use this. We fortified it today. Got a little afraid of there being some spoilage. I didn't hear whether Tim had fortified it or not, so we re-fortified it. There is such thing as over-fortifying, but we took that chance. We don't want to die of some sort of mold from the orgeat. What an awful way to go. It would be like me being eaten by an alligator. My biggest fear, what was I doing messing with that alligator? This is about 1/4 ounce of some orgeat. We're just doubling it up because we're making 2 of them. Pour that in there. And we're on our way to a Mai Tai. We're going to mix it up a little bit, though. Obviously, we don't want to do too much Mai Tai. You got plenty of room. I moved the camera, so you're good. This is Ube. Ube Syrup. Motu Jen has said just about every day we've been together. Again, might have missed 10 or 12. That she loves taro boba. And found out about ube somewhat recently. Now, taro and ube are not the same thing. They are different things. So don't be a tuber racist, all right? Just because they are both potatoes, you can't put potato into a drink and have it be the exact same thing. However, and this is where we're gonna cross some lines here. Taro and ube are pretty close, all right? I mean, let's not be silly. They're not the exact same thing, but they aren't so far off. So if you have taro syrup at your house, but you don't have ube, okay, well, you'll be fine with this. But this is ube, a super incredibly deep purple ingredient, very earthy, certainly very sweet. It's got a lot going on. So if you are starting like I am right now, we are all taking our very first baby steps down the ube highway. I would start with less. Ube has the earthiness of the ube and the somewhat bitter after flavor. There's like a coating on my mouth every time I have ube. Somewhat bitter. It sticks with you. I would start with less is more. We've already put in a 1/4 ounce of some big falernum, some falernum that has roasted nuts in it. So we don't want to overpower that. So I think we're going to start with 1/2 ounce of ube. Now that should, even a few drops of ube. Look how syrupy this stuff is. It really just runs. It's got the consistency of some tussin. Another fun fact about this stuff, it stains. It really stains. So I don't know how fun of a fact that is, but my entire costume is white. So what a choice I've made. Let's go ahead and put in a 1/4 ounce of ube into each of these. We're gonna slowly just dip. You can see, well, maybe you can't see. Oh yeah, look at that. That right there, that's a stain nightmare. That will never come out. If I spill any of this onto my lovely white costume, I could be in some real trouble. So hopefully that added a bit of danger to the show. If we need more ube, if we feel like that's not enough ube, we can add that later. Very difficult without some sort of molecular process to pull out the ube. So we're going to do less at the beginning and go more. Rum. Simple, easy, no fuss, no muss. It's just a white rum. We're going to go ahead and dump this guy in here. This is about 2 ounces of rum. It's a little more than 2 ounces of rum. Just a touch more. But we're not afraid. We got a whole night ahead of us. Since we're making 2 of them, we're going to go ahead and put in all the rum right there. The rum, due to its difference in specific gravity, specifically with the ube. The ube is very heavy, lots of sugar. Lots of sugar means that it's heavier, means that it sinks to the bottom. So if I could, without spilling this all across my computer, all across my lap, if I could show you what was going on, I would. I can't, but I would. Trust me, I would do that. Most of the top of this looks very, very clear because the rum floats. The rum has more alcohol. Alcohol has less specific gravity than the ube. Ube sinks, this floats, which is why we always shake or stir at least, but most likely if we're using ube, we're shaking. We're just gonna grab with our grubby little hands a bunch of ice. Now, we don't often make 2 drinks in this class, and I don't think this is something we talk about enough. We should talk about it more. Ice will only melt to a certain point, all right? So you shake that ice. If you don't shake it for a crazy long time, that ice will find a point where it won't melt anymore unless you let it have some time or some extra heat. So when you are making 2 drinks at a time, I recommend using a little less ice than you would for a drink with more, for a single drink, because you want some of that ice to melt. Having more ice in a double drink is going to give you lower yield. So you'll get less ice in there. You'll get less water ice, less melted ice in there. because if you put a lot in there, there's going to be more ice to keep all that ice nice and cold. Less ice for more than one drink in a tin. I don't ever recommend making 3 drinks in a tin. There's no way to get that water right. There's no way to do it. Less ice in here is going to help the melting, and that helping the melting is going to give you the proper yield. If you've ever made 2 drinks and you've poured them into 2 different glasses and you're like, I put the exact same amount of liquid I normally do, but I'm getting way less yield. The wash lines are way too low. It's because your ice has stopped melting. A little less ice in a double drink. Now, we're gonna do this away from ourselves. Ah, yeah, that's the way to do it. We're watching for ube to spill all over the place. Should not have gotten into my costume. Like, what are we calling it? Are we calling these costumes? Into my outfit? Into my outfit. Should not have gotten into my outfit before we do this. There we go. We're going to have to, yes, Kyle's terrified. I know Kyle has to do some of my laundry sometimes. Was not interested in getting ube out. Kyle, if you could look up how to get ube out of clothes, while I may not spill it on myself now, there's a really good chance I'll spill it on myself later. We don't travel with glassware. Instead, we just use what's provided to us. These right here are our drinks. I'm calling this the purple magic for no reason other than I couldn't think of another purple thing. We're going to go ahead and pour these guys. Oh, look at that color. My goodness gracious. What a day. Try our very best not to spill anything. Pour it up here so you guys can see that great color. That ube absolutely will, if you don't want a purple drink, you cannot use ube. You're going to have to instead use some taro, some white taro, to get a similar flavor out of your ube. I travel with it, so we might as well use it. I've carried it with me, so we're going to use it. This is our our little channel knife. We're going to go ahead and peel. Limes are the worst to do this with. Just a quick PSA on that. Limes are the absolute worst to use a channel knife on. If they aren't the freshest right off of a tree, you're gonna have a difficult time. But we're gonna take this and drop it in. Not all garnishes need to be seen. Sometimes garnishes can just be felt. We're gonna give this a spin. There we go. Still trying to do it as close to on top of the mixture as we can in case any of those lime oils decide they want to pop right off. We're gonna, it made it. It made it. These are the drinks right here. Even though we're only using a 1/4 ounce per drink of the ube, this is still an incredibly purple cocktail. That may absolutely turn a lot of people off to ube. I totally understand. I don't want, same thing. I don't want my cocktails all turning out to be yellow. I don't want all my cocktails, even though I love the color brown in a cocktail. I don't want all my cocktails turning out brown. Blue curacao absolutely can destroy a cocktail's reputation. You know, a great cocktail using a little bit of blue curacao turns it blue, and now everybody suddenly thinks that you're some sort of monster. Ube will do the exact same thing, so careful with it. Yes, it is delicious, but it can certainly take over at least the look of your cocktail. So careful with the ube. Recommend finding taro instead. That same tuber quality, earthiness, and you can make it sweet like that. This is the drink. We're going to wait for Motu Jen to get the rest of her costume on, then she's going to come over and taste it with us. Oh, I'll just drink it. I guess we're not waiting on Motu Jen to taste it. Oh, she is going to come taste it. Sorry. Cheers to you guys. Okay, let's fix it a little bit. The lime juice is too much. We put in too much lime juice. I think these were too juicy of limes. That's okay. How do we balance out a drink that has too much sour? Well, the opposite sour, or the opposite flavor to sour is going to be sweet. So we're going to go ahead and throw in another 1/4 ounce of this ube. Maybe a little less than a 1/4 ounce because I want to balance it out with our, we'll pour it in here. We're going to balance that out with some of our falernum as well. We don't want falernum to just get left in the dust. That's why it's, it is certainly more difficult to do. This is exactly where I'm going to spill. Okay. A little bit more difficult to do a split base anything because you do have to add a little more of everything if something gets mixed up. There's a little short 1/4 of some falernum. Here we go. Throw that in there. And let's give this a stir. Because of the specific gravity, we want to give this a stir. If you don't stir it, then all of that ube that hasn't been affected by the rest of the drink is going to float right to the bottom. Ube is very nice, but if you if you drink the whole drink and you're like, it's a little sour, a little sour, a little sour, and then you get to the bottom of the drink and all it is a big old purple potato of bitter earthiness and sweet, you're going to hate that drink. You're going to hate it. So give that a stir. Make sure all that ube has been reconfigured into it. Oh, that already tastes better. Cheers. Let's see how we did. Way better. Way better. I don't think that ube will become a mainstay at Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I feel like one or two things. We talked about it in the seminar. When you have something, oh, sorry, did I say falernum? I meant orgeat. Thank you, Bon Bon. I meant orgeat. When you have an ingredient like this, I think it's important, instead of just making the same drink over and over and over again, hey, I got this ube, I'm going to make an ube colada, and now, I bought the ube to make an ube colada, now I'm going to make ube coladas till the end of time. Don't do that. Don't do that. Instead, find other sweeteners that you like in drinks. If you have a drink that you love, take out the sweetener and replace that with the ube. Now, you're creating brand new drinks. Now you have a whole new catalog of interesting ube drinks. That doesn't mean that you always have to have ube on hand. I promise, I will not have ube always on hand. We're not going to be doing a ton of ube drinks. We're going to drink until Motu Jen will. Great. For the most part, though, that doesn't mean you have to have that thing on hand all the time. What you want to do is take something that you've made or something that you bought, some interesting new flavor, and swap it. Swap it in, swap it out. Swap it in, swap it out. Maybe next time we pick up some, what is it, Penang? Penang? Not Penang. Panan. Panan. Maybe next we'll get Panan. Maybe next we'll find out how to say Panan. We'll find some other interesting fruit, some other interesting syrup, and we'll swap that in. Where we made all these great ube cocktails, now we'll make all kinds of other cocktails. That's Pandan. Pandan. Huh? Roger. Well done, Roger. Oh, Pandan. 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 I don't know about it. It's not a thing I know about. But maybe next we'll try that, see what we like. But a lot of these cocktails will work very, very well if instead of just running out and always rebuying the same syrup, you try a new syrup. Now you have a whole new flavor profile, a whole new taste at home, and you're good. You look great. You look really good. All right. I'm going to hand this. You want to come over and grab your cocktail? Let me put on my costume real quick while we're sitting here. They can't see how purple no, it was tough to see. I poured it over the drink, but it didn't work out. I had this suit already. So we are going to a masquerade ball currently. I took some time and I made a mask. I am going through my Beetlejuice era of costuming. I was really playing with some moss recently, and I learned how to glue moss onto a mask. It was difficult for me. Apparently, children are doing this in schools, but this is what I will be going for. I even have the pants. All right, that's the end of me. I think it's more important. I think more than anything, people want to see what Motu Jen did. Homemade, completely from head to toe. Look at. Well, that is the headpiece is completely homemade.
The cape is homemade.
Yes,
it's not homemade.
Our house has been an absolute workshop recently.
It's a disaster.
It's been a disaster. Yeah. So after Tiki Oasis, and then going right into, oh, do you want your drink? Sorry. After Tiki Oasis, and then going right into, you got to hold it and watch it. Yeah.
2 days. I made this in 2 days.
2 days. Yeah. So this is what we're looking like. You'll see some pictures of us coming up here. We brought some cameras and ready to go. But
made a mess.
Well, what am I going to do? I'm in a hotel. This is a hotel room. I don't have a whole thing. Yeah, that'd be really nice. Cheers to you. Is this our 9th labyrinth?
8th.
8th labyrinth. This is our 8th year doing the Labyrinth of Jareth. This is what we are up to. So cheers to you. Cheers to everybody that showed up to Dr. Cush's Exotic Labyrinth show. Yeah, one of your very favorite flavors of all time.
Fantastic.
Yes. Bon spent a whole day doing laundry, so also a mess at. Yeah. Trust me, we've put a lot of our chores on the back burner, so we are ready to go. That's it, guys. That's what we have. I guess the lesson of today, more than anything, is if you find yourself with an interesting ingredient, you find that interesting ingredient because you wanted to make a specific drink, you went to a bar. I know that Forbidden Island, is that what it is in San Diego? Forbidden Island? Forbidden Island has a number of great ube and taro drinks. They really do a good job with that. And so since then, I've been wanting to work with some ube and taro. There are 1,000 websites and YouTube shows that will dissect drinks and show you exactly how to make them. You find one that you like. Don't just don't just make that drink. The most cocktail ingredients are very interchangeable. Find ways to interchange them. They don't always work, but you know what? The worst part about a cocktail not working is you get to drink another one, right? Drink that bad one and then figure out how to make another one. Find another cocktail you like. Always start with those 7 cocktails: the old fashioned, the Manhattan, the daiquiri, I should really just get this down, right? The daisy, the fizz, the flip, and the punch. Find ways to shove these ingredients in to your cocktails to make them more exciting. Don't just get stuck in ruts. For a long time, I found myself in a rut. Started saying that every drink I make is a daiquiri. I'm probably still in that rut a little bit. Find ways to make your syrups find their way into other drinks. A little bit of an ube with a nice dry vermouth, a little bit of whiskey. You have a very earthy, potatoey Manhattan. I guess you'd probably call that the Dublin, maybe. It's another great capital of a place. And with potatoes, the Irish are, I guess they were crazy. I guess they liked potato. I don't know what the whole Irish potato stuff is. I know when they went away, it was an issue. So that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you have some interesting ingredients that you're ready to work with. Please try those. Send those to me. You guys can find me on all social media. It turns out I have them all. I don't use them all, but please send them my way. Post them up on Facebook at the After Hours. We have some new people in After Hours. I know Alan just joined After Hours. If you have any friends that want to join After Hours, please send them to me. Please, they only send me, let me just, a little PSA. They only send me an indication that somebody wants to join After Hours if they answer the question. It's the easiest question of all time. Any Cushy that's watched the show one time would know. It's who is Dr. Cush's assistant? It is Kyle. So just please, if you have friends that want to join the After Hours, please just tell them, just write wherever they want to put it, just write Kyle somewhere. Otherwise, I don't get the notification. And I'm telling you, I like playing video games a lot. So I don't go on the social media as much as I probably should. Probably swap those. I should play less video games and more social media, but this is where we're at. Thank you guys so much for showing up to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm Dr. Cush. These classes will always remain free, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you have friends, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the last thing, we do classes Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Even when we have other things to do, we do classes here on Saturdays. So join us there. Until we will be back here on Tuesday. So join us here on Tuesday, and I will see you guys in the next one. As always, we're on a travel show. Do not expect me to have the soundboard ready to go. Until next time, guys, what do we always say? Are you Dr. Jenga Jenga? And also, bye. I can't run the credits. I'm sorry. Just imagine all the credits are going through. I'll fix that eventually. I don't have the credits, but until next time, bye.